right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk, we in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one-time blessings. Continue to share the videos. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. I will be doing more Lions content the rest of this week, hopefully tomorrow. But talk about D'Angelo Russell, is another guy seen on the social media threads, and I know he probably gonna get traded, trade deadline or next offseason, but I feel that's a guy the Pistons should look for. Obviously, they know they're going to get Klay Thompson back in Golden State. But if you don't know, Russell is with the Warriors now. And I think it could work with him and Steph Curry in the backcourt. And I think with Klay Thompson playing the three, I think Klay Thompson can guard any three in this league, not named LeBron. I don't care if they move him to point guard. He's a small forward. And not named probably Kevin Durant before the surgery. I think Klay can defend him and hold his own. Then he still got Draymond. And, they got Willie Cauley-Stein over there as well. But my whole thing is this. If they can't get Westbrook and the Pistons not trending in the right direction, you don't think a Russell is going to put you over the top, then I think they should trade and blow it up. But right now, I'm glad they're still trying to go for it, because if you can get a Russell Westbrook over here with Blake Griffin, anything can happen in the East. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting Reggie Jackson to be what Westbrook or D'Angelo Russell can be. But if they can get that extra push, Blake and Westbrook, and with enough bench depth, the Pistons can make the Eastern Conference Final with them two. They might not win a championship, be in contention, but the way AD is a Chinaman, LeBron in the 17th year, Paul George deal with a major injury, Kawhi Leonard deal with a major injury, Giannis, he don't play all 82, he be banged up. Victor Oladipo coming back off an injury. You don't know how Kemba and Jason Tatum going to work. So it's a lot of ifs in the Eastern Conference, and this is why it's important to try to get that extra oomph by getting Westbrook. But D'Angelo Russell, he may be a guy December, January. It may not be working with Steph. Klay might be coming back. They be ready to deal him. His contract is way more manageable than Westbrook. Westbrook got 4 years, $171 million. Russell got 4 years, $117 million. I know people going to say he a snitch. Y'all still listen to 50 Cent and watch Power. Y'all still listen to Snitch 9, some of y'all. But I think he can mature past that. I know he an Ohio State fuck guy, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like his game. He do take a lot of bad shots, but if the Pistons going to stick with Blake Griffin, give this man a chance to have a run in the Eastern Conference. At the end of the day, my allegiance is to the Detroit Pistons, but I think Blake Griffin deserves that extra oomph. That's why I'm pushing for Westbrook so hard. I'm not 100% sure it's going to mix. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, Westbrook going to mix here. So don't quote me and say, no, I'm just saying, when you trying to kind of make something trying to work, sometimes you gotta take chances. Chances make champions. But if they don't trade for Westbrook, he go to Miami, he don't want to be here, cool. December, January come around, trade deadline in February come around, and Klay ready to come back, and maybe they ready to move Russell. If I'm the Pistons, I'm listening. Maybe I'm Drake coming to me and say, I'm not coming back here, I'm gonna opt out, and I'm gonna go somewhere else. Or you got Reggie expiring contract, you got the assets. I think I'm more of a taking a risk with a younger D'Angelo Russell. There's some injury history there. I'd rather take a risk with him than Russell Westbrook. But if I can get Russell Westbrook right now and try to make a run at the East, I'm cool with it. If you want to be here, D'Angelo Russell, he went from Brooklyn to San Francisco now. He probably don't want to be in Detroit, but you got locked in for 3 more years after this season. Maybe he can stay. I think a lot of people get to Detroit, and I think the perception about Detroit is really bad, because when you got money, Detroit got some of the best suburbs. They got to offer. Birmingham, out there in Grosse Ile, Grosse Pointe, and the black suburbs of Southfield, which they won't be living there. They'll probably be down there, Birmingham, West Bloomfield, somewhere. So it ain't as bad as people see him. I think Blake Griffin like it. He's talking about L.A. not being all the same and getting a different perspective, living outside of L.A. in a different city. And I think he's taking to Detroit, going to the Michigan games. But D'Angelo Russell is a guy. But if they don't feel like they can get a Russell, want to take a chance at Westbrook after this season, if they're still an AFC and they don't progress in the NBA playoffs, I do think it's time to blow it up and just, build it from the ground up. But they can go for it again. They got a much better roster than last year, in my opinion, so far. We'll see where it goes. Motor City Sports Talk. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Appreciate the love, support. Continue to share the videos. And if y'all got a video request or question, hit me up on social media, Twitter, or email is the quickest way. One time for the one time we gone.